the grind, and all you'll find is a mindset of mine and diamonds to align these lines like the stars that shine with rhymes that can withstand the tests of time. And I'll expose these guts, explode, erupt, and show deep love. Hope it's enough. Rely on weed and insomnia to keep me up, and I'ma beat peeps up with beats this tough. And I didn't reinvent it, but I do represent it in the present and present them with the premise of the essence. And we test them on the lessons, we profess them in the session. They wanna keep them guessing on yes to every question, and digest these messages I'm obsessed with and aim them towards messengers I'm upset with. You can accept it or reject it, but you probably won't forget it when I get copacetic and you looking so pathetic you'll regret it. Yeah, motherfucker, I said it. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me. I didn't know I was selling my soul when I sold an ounce of gold for a mound of blow. I thought one day it'll all be perfect, and I promise one day it'll all be worth it. And girl, I'ma serve it, surely you deserve it. I'ma get you all the purses, Versace's and Birkins, Mercedes to lurking. Everyone wondering if we won the lottery, cause ain't nobody working, just surfing in Turks and Caicos. And the rain sing gold place that we can go. Take our Kangos to the land of the kangaroos, and hang low, maybe buy a piece of land or two. And we can hang under money trees, we'll plant a few, so we can pick out all of the low-hanging fruit like right-wing grifts. They're just some angry dudes. If I failed to achieve my dreams, I would be angry too, and they're the proof. Some fucking goofs. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me. Neglect family and friendships, cause I'm obsessed with the pen dips. And when the pen hits, get so splendid, spending time suspended from the bridge of suspension, the strings and the tension. And when he sings, he mentions all the king's intentions, but it's just rings he flexing. Another bling obsession, nothing to drink for the kids and the peasants when gems up in the hands of resentful men. So we wage a war on which direction it should go, between the new kids on the block and the OGs from before. And before we go, just take an allegory, pick another decade and it's the same damn story. I'm completely destitute, seemingly destined to expose my chest inside a vestibule. I'm shooting for the best of you, then coming for the rest of you with that new chain revenue, blue stain residue. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me. Never turn your back on your dreams. In other words, never turn your back on me.